I'm Gary Spolansky, and welcome again to The Power is You. Today, I'd like to talk to you about something that's been on my mind lately, the idea of personal power. Now, this is a little different than what I've been talking about because each of us were raised when we were young by our parents and taught certain rules, certain responsibilities, certain moral considerations. And as we grew and our understanding of the world changed, we saw that sometimes what we were taught isn't quite what we really believe anymore. And especially for those of us who are older, who have either lost one or both parents, we're now in a unique position where we say to ourselves, it's my world now. My parents aren't here to tell me that I can't do this. So it's up to us to say, okay, what do we do now? How do we shape our lives? What choices do we make? Do we have to follow what our parents laid down for us? Or can we make changes to it? And of course, the answer is yes. You have the right to look at what you've learned, to choose to accept what feels right to you. And as you've grown, as you become more mature, as you become more experienced in life, make choices that are perhaps different than what your parents would have wanted for you. And this is important in many, many facets of life. But here, let's use one that's very simple: the traditions around the holidays. Those who grew up with specific traditions want to perpetuate them. It's a way of connecting with the past, it's a way of feeling connected to what was. Yet for others, those very same rituals have lost meaning. They've lost a sense of connectiveness. It's almost like I'm just going through the motions because this is what I was taught, this is how we did it, and I don't want to be disrespectful. But I say to you now, what's wrong with making those rituals, those traditions, meaningful to you so that you can hold on to the spirit of what your parents, in this case, created, and that you can go on and create something new and meaningful for you that your children enjoy, that you feel happy and comfortable sharing. And then around the holiday times is just one simple idea of this. What about how you choose the work you want to do, the way you want to contribute in life to yourself, to your family, to others? Do you want to be an innovator? Do you want to be someone who helps to support a community cause? And so many other variations based on what I'm saying. But if you give yourself the opportunity, the chance to say to yourself, it's not such a bad thing if I consider moving in a direction opposite or different from what my parents set out for me. And again, it doesn't have to be disrespectful. What it really is more than anything else is recognizing that when your parents are gone, their teachings go with them. You hold on to those teachings that mean something to you, that give you a sense of moral guide, a rudder in a stormy sea, ways to see and interact and be that make you feel like you're being who you want to be, who you're supposed to be. But when the time comes and you say to yourself, you know what, that was a good idea back then, but I don't see it the same way now. And I'm going to make choices to move more in the direction that I want, that, that feels right to me. This is another aspect of taking back your power. And again, it's not disrespectful. It's just honoring the fact that your parents learned in a certain way how to be who they were, and they passed that down to you. But there was never a moral imperative that said you have to be what they said to be. So, with that, in that respect, again, I'm offering you the opportunity to consider that perhaps there are some things that you'd like to do that you're holding back because either you don't want to be disrespectful, uh, you don't know if it's the right thing. But if you go within yourself, if you ask yourself, does this serve my highest good? I think you're going to find either one, the answer is going to be no, this is not the way to go. Or two, yeah, this is the way to go. This sounds good. Let's try it. Let's feel it. And the way you know that truthfully is the sensation it gives in you. Does it feel warm, uplifting, inviting, exciting? Or does it feel like, ooh, no, 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 heavy, negative, repressed? These are some very simple ways to determine for yourself whether or not this is the way you want to go. I offer this just as an observation and for whatever good it may serve, an opportunity for you to consider and ask yourself those questions. Is this what I want? Is this who I am? Is this the way I want to be? Give it a thought, and if you have any feedback, please feel free. You can always email me at gary@thepowerisyou.com. And I'll look forward to your comments. Okay? So that's it for now. And as I always say, remember, the power is you. Don't forget that. Thanks very much.